I think it is not wrong for Mahama to focus on Ashanti region, and the reason is that when you are a politician and you really want to win an election, focusing on your stronghold
Yeah.
is not a good strategy. And the reason is that you don't need to say much to convince people who will vote for you already. So if you focus on them too much, you are not winning the neutral people or people who can easily be persuaded by one or two guesses.
Okay.
So good politician will rather focus on where he feels that if I get little from here, I can secure victory.
Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
On Sammy Flex TV, we are very flexible. There are days we sit to discuss some of the hottest stories in our showbiz space. We do that on Showbiz Daily, editorial, and the real talk. And there are days we sit here to discuss some of the hot topics in politics and governance. That is why this particular setting or sitting, anyone that you want to go for, is called Pop and Politics, because here we discuss some of the serious topics when it comes to politics, governance in Ghana. On today's show, we have some interesting topics to look at, and story number one is here with us. I'm doing the discussion with Honorable Baleto. Honorable Baleto is an executive member at TAIN and also a student at the University of Ghana, Legon, as well as man like Intim Dodu Solomon, aka Chemo. With our team of producers, Theophilus the Gosh Desert, Sam Tuga. When we meet like this, we have just one purpose: to inform, to educate, and to entertain the people. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Now, will you be surprised that Ashanti region is part of the agenda of the NDC administration led by Mahama? I know many of you go like, why are politicians sometimes like that? So NPP will win. You would expect them to do all the good things in their strongholds, like say the Kumasi and the Ashanti region. But they will start doing things in the Volta region. They will start doing things in the Greater Accra, where their strong support base is not here. Same way, NDC will win. You'd expect that Charlie, Volta region, which is their World Bank, aka stronghold, they will do all their things there. But shockingly, before you see them in Kumasi. In fact, the last time someone says this joking, I don't know whether it is factual or not, that when you look at some of the monumental structures in Kumasi, most of them were done by the NDC. I say, hey, for real? Is this for real, or they are just some fabrications or some propaganda? They think most of these monuments, like the market and things, the greater parts, they said it was done by the NDC. But some would ask, by NDC there, anka amo de friends say Kumasi and Ashanti region As I talk to you, the president, John Dramani Mahama, is in Ashanti region in what he calls the thank you tour. And I hear he has pledged another big push development in the Ashanti region. And then come up. Let me see if I can read it a portion of the story so we can move ahead from here. It reads, President John Dramani Mahama has expressed profound gratitude to the people of the Ashanti region for their historic support in the 2024 elections, marking his return with a firm promise to restore Kumasi's lost glory through infrastructure renewal and national development under the Big Push agenda. Big Push agenda. Now, speaking during his thank you tour, President Mahama acknowledged the remarkable electoral gains chalked by the National Democratic Congress in a region traditionally aligned with the new patriotic party NPP. He emphasized that the results were not only unprecedented but symbolically powerful. Now, the president painted a bleak picture of Kumasi's present state, citing waste management failures, traffic congestion, poor roads, and stalled infrastructure. For him, it is unacceptable that such a renowned place, once known as the Garden City of West Africa, has been reduced to grappling with such challenges. He bemoaned the neglect of signature projects, including the Afari Military Hospital and the KNUST Medical Center, which which remains incomplete years after his exit from office. It says, we are a government of continuity and results. The president declared, reiterating his commitment to continue in governance, promised to finish development projects irrespective of their origin, even the ones started by the erstwhile government. And many people who have seen, hey, politicians do sometimes they have a way of playing this card. So why you think, oh, they are not there for us? Can't to muno, Davy. A honor friends but still on betwetia. A voter region, oh yeah, then on betwetia and people park for airport because you'll be a fee. For airport because you'll be a fee. A do election are still on renewal. That has been the conversation, and many people are surprised President Mahama is still on this agenda. We in a voter for who know before. Next election, bona apatiaba. Yantu bona I go. Honorable Baleto, you are welcome to the studio.
Thank you, boss.
Why big push agenda first in Kumasi and not your stronghold, aka your World Bank?
Okay, so thank you very much once again, and thank you to our listeners for always being with us and then helping us to do this together.
Okay.
And so fast forward, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the nation builder, paid thank you visit to the people of the Ashanti region, Kumasi to be specific, to express his profound gratitude to them for giving him the mandate. Like they are part of the people who gave him the 58% mandate to come and lead and reset the good nation of Ghana. So as part of that, he went to visit them and also elaborate or brief them on what is yet to come or what he has in store for the Ashanti region and Kumasi. And so I think this is not the first time we have seen President Mahama talking about Ashanti region when it comes to development, infrastructure, and all that, social amenities and all that. You understand? He takes every region or every corner of the state on heart. You understand? Or he has all part of the country at heart. So it doesn't matter who votes for him, who votes for the NDC, which is the NDC stronghold or not. We do everything everywhere. You understand? We give it to you when you deserve it or when you need it. Let me put it that way. Because when you look at Ashanti region, the perception is that we shouldn't, as NDC, even do anything. Like we shouldn't have done anything there since we don't get a lot of votes there. But NDC is always struggling to, like, always serious about giving NPP a very large share of the national cake. Let me put it that way. So people are wondering, are we doing that to secure votes? Let me say a big no and tell you why.
Tell us why.
Mahama, in his speech, made us know that they just ended the elections. When you put all the total votes cast in the Ashanti region together, NDC got only 33%. 33. Upon all the abysmal performance of the NPP and Nana Addo Dankwa-Akufo-Addo, one would have expected that at least the generality of Ghanaians are going to vote against NPP, but that won't happen. And I'm not surprised about this outcome because traditionally, as you mentioned or as the president expressed, NPP is a party that is considered as the Akan party. So no matter what, you still get the larger part of them voting for the NPP, no matter what. Yes, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't still provide them with developmental projects and all that. You understand? They need it and they have it. Mama is always committed to doing that, and you see that because of that, over the years, the people, a fraction of them, it's a gradual process. A fraction of them has come to the realization that politics is not about always playing the tribal cards. I can tell you for a fact that there are a lot of, it's interesting, a lot of people who are coming from the Kumasi, Ashanti, other part of Ashanti region voted for President Dramani Mahama, especially those on campus. Those who voted on campus. We have engagement with them, and then they come to realization that yes, a friend of mine told me that if she vote for NDC, her mother will sack her from the house. And I'm like, how will your mother see that you voted for Mahama or NDC? You understand? We should begin to think about our future as our own responsibility. Your parents are taking care of you, education and all that. But apart from your school fees and all that, when you graduate, even if your parents help you to do an NSS, after your NSS, where do you work? What do you do? Look at the unemployment rate in the country and all that. This is what you should be thinking about. Not my parents are NPP, and so if I follow NDC, they will. No, we shouldn't be thinking about it. If your parents realize that you are so critical and you are so smart and intelligent that you can make certain bold decisions for yourself, they are going to allow you to have your freedom. They are really going to be proud about that. So all these engagements went on, and a lot of people are getting to know the truth. Politics is not about always playing the tribal and the religious affiliation cards with it. You understand? So Ashanti region, we are not struggling to gain the people's trust. It is what it is. We can't force them for them to vote for NDC. We can only try our best or do our best
to convince
them. You can't mention any region in this country that Mahama has not done a project in. And when we come to Ashanti region, Kumasi, to be specific, it's massive. A lot of infrastructure activities and all that, social amenities.
I'm not sure the NDC government or Mahama's government have done enough in the Eastern region. And there's not much that I know about.
Yes, there are a lot of them, but you see, most of the time, the conversations are always between either Accra or Kumasi. I don't know if you realize this. You understand? The focus is always on them. But there are a lot of infrastructure activities that Mahama has done in the Eastern region as well. You understand? Educational facilities, chips compounds and all this. They are there, a lot of them. Numerous of them if you want to number. You understand? But the focus on Kumasi has been on the tribal tangent. You understand? Because Kumasi is for the Ashanti specifically. Ashanti are also for NPP. And so if Mahama is moving or NDC is moving to the Ashanti region, the conversation should be tilted towards there. That's what brings about all these conversations.
Well, Chabo, come through.
For me, I think I disagree to some extent with Honorable Baleto, because there are a lot of other tribes in Ashanti region, especially in Kumasi. We have Amnoga in Kumasi.
How big are those tribes?
We have Amnoga in Kumasi.
Yeah, I know about that.
We have Infantine Newtown. Yes, we have this place closer to the airport. There are a lot of Nordness there, Abuabo and all those
area there.
Yes, and all those areas. So it's not only Ashantis in Kumasi especially. And Mutaka has been MP for constituency in Ashanti region for a very long time. In fact, he's been winning year in, year out, and he's now the interior minister. So there are a lot of people in Ashanti region who are not Ashantis
or Akans.
Or Akans, yes, let's put it that way. So don't be deceived if you think that it's only Ashantis who are there.
Okay, so the issue is not about whether it is only Ashantis that are in the Ashanti region or not. You see,
so any
Ghana
development that will go there, others will also enjoy. That's the point.
In Ghana, generally, there is a free movement of people of decent, what do you call it, tribal groups or ethnic groups. Especially when you take the people of the airways, you can find them in most of the regions in Ghana. In the north, they are there. In the eastern region, they are there. A lot of them. In the western region, you find them there. You understand? So those kind of things are there. And yes, Kumasi, when you go to Kumasi, there are a lot of Northerners that are there. There are a lot of airways that are
It's
there.
a metropolitan.
Yeah, exactly.
But
It's a metropolitan place.
traditionally, the Ashanti region, Kumasi is for the Ashantis. So even if you migrate and you go and settle there, or even if you are born there, you traditionally acquire the culture. There's something we call cultural assimilation. You do things like them, you think like them. Their influence goes a larger extent to affect you.
Okay.
Way back, some years back, even me, I didn't go to come and meet that, but I heard and I read of it that you couldn't even wear NDC colors in Kumasi.
It's not true.
Whether you are an Ashanti or not. People have sources,
not
people say
true.
they were beaten for just wearing NDC shirts to the market and all that. You understand what I'm saying? The culture will overtake you.
Okay, Chamo will come through.
Yeah, for that one, you said that you just heard it, and I'm telling you it is not true.
He has lived there for
I was born there, and I've lived there for a major part of my life. So I completed tertiary education. I was in Ashanti region, Kumasi, to be specific, and I know a lot of areas. Anybody telling you that thing, I mean, forget it. This is not true. What can happen is the fact that somebody, for whatever reason, may get into an argument or do whatever. Maybe that person may be wearing NDC colors, but the fight or the beating will have nothing to do with just wearing party colors.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm trying to make here. It's the same way that somebody can be in voter region wearing NPP colors and misbehaving.
Yeah.
And then when a beating goes on, the report will be that because the person was wearing NPP colors, he was beaten. Yes. Will you take it like that? No. It's not like that, so forget it. That one, I mean, it's part of the political propaganda. People will use it because they think that others will believe it. Okay. So let's put that one aside. The point that I was trying to make with other people who are in Ashanti region is the fact that even if you say that Mahama should focus on people who will vote for him, there are a lot of people in Ashanti region who voted for Mahama, even if you take all the Ashantis out. Yes. So when a development is going on in Ashanti region, those people will enjoy. Yeah. If we take it that anybody, any Ashanti person is even for NPP, who are not Ashantis and voting for Mahama in that region. And that's why I cited Mutaka and then his constituency, for instance. There are a lot of Northerners there, a lot of Muslims and other people, other tribes apart from the Ashanti.
It's a mixture of
yes, exactly.
More of the tribes apart from the Akan
yes. So let's say that even if Mahama will not develop any other part of Ashanti region, he should develop Mutaka's area. At least they will also enjoy voting for Mahama and all those things. So I think it is not wrong for Mahama to focus on Ashanti region. And the reason is that when you are a politician and you really want to win an election, focusing on your stronghold is not a good strategy. And the reason is that you don't need to say much to convince people who will vote for you already. So if you focus on them too much, you are not winning the neutral people or people who can easily be persuaded by one or two guesses. Okay. So good politician will rather focus on where he feels that if I get little from here, I can secure victory. And that's what has been happening. I mean, the people will predict or people will tell you that if NDC can get this certain amount of vote in Ashanti region, they will win the election for sure. And it's been happening year in, year out. Yeah. Anytime that they will get a significant increase in Ashanti regional vote, they win an election. So it is not wrong for Mahama to focus on Ashanti region. The point is that whatever that he needs to do in any region, he should do it. Besides, the resources available is for all Ghanaians. Okay. Not for only NDC people or for only NPP people. Like you were saying, the NPP, for instance, has done a lot of developmental works in the voter region.
They have.
Yes, the same thing, and that's the strategy. Nana Akufo-Addo and his government, I think they fail in being strategic about this thing. During his time, we had a lot of road constructions and a lot of things around his area. And obviously, your area alone, people cannot vote for you to win power.
It's not possible. Like
Others will be angry that why
you have to distribute it fairly and accordingly.
Evenly, or even in a proportional way. Like some places will need more than the others. So we are not saying share it equally, but let it be reasonable. Let it be proportional in a way that people will see that, oh, okay, we can't do it for everybody, but at least everybody will get a little to appreciate what is happening. And I think that's what Mahama is doing. It's not like he will do everything for Ashantis and leave the other regions. But at this point, there's a good will for NDC and President Mahama himself in Ashanti region.
Definitely.
And what is better than continuing some of the projects that he initiated already? Like the KJTR, for instance, he did the phase 1. He says he's going to continue with the phase 2. And I think it's a good thing.
Okay.
Because KJTR is a very significant market for even the whole Ghana. A lot of activities go on in KJTR market. So I think it's a good idea that Mahama is doing that. And he will continue to get the goodwill, and it will even help the NDC. And I think this...
Even when he's out of power.
Yeah, exactly. And again, Ashanti Regional Minister, for instance, is really doing well in Ashanti region. He's doing something right that a lot of people are supporting, even those who may not be NDC people. So I think President Mahama will also do everything within his power to help a person like that, because it will also help NDC in general and all those things. So I think it is a good thing that he's doing, and it is not just because he wants to convince Ashantis specifically who
or to lure them to vote
for NDC. There are NDC people there. There are people who voted for NDC who are in Ashanti region, and there are Ashantis who are also NDC people. So it is not wrong for President Mahama to do that, and I think it will even help the NDC as a party.
Well, Ningna, still they are being long. Still they are being long. So let's see how it goes. But congrats to Mahama and his administration. Looks like they've taken some pace that they are going, and the pace is beautiful. Let's see how long they are able to sustain and to survive on this pace, so we can even introduce some more. Well, it's all good, and we want to say thank you for watching. Let's read your comments. In your region, how is it like for you? Are you guys feeling the goodies that everyone is talking about Mahama? Is that the feeling? How is the feeling like? Let's get to understand this and many more when we meet again some other time. My name is Sammy Flex. We're out of here. Bye.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fa check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Fa check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level, fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.